Hello, this is Christian of Firefly Dragon, and thank you for joining. And in my opinion, one of the greatest IPs in gaming is Overwatch. Blizzard has created a expansive game with tons of unique characters, unique abilities, maps, and game modes. And it's all very well balanced. It is my favorite game and has been one of my favorite games ever since I started playing it about a year ago. With that being said, it is a game that I want to celebrate, especially since they added a new character, Baptiste, who survived the Omna Crisis in his home of Haiti. He grew up to be a Talon member, but has recently, or has since, left the Talon agency because he figured out how immoral they are. With that being said, today I'm here to celebrate Overwatch and Baptiste with my Crazy 8 on Baptiste. If you don't know what my Crazy 8 series is, I just take a subject and talk about my favorite of 8 different aspects of that subject. As an example, for Baptiste, I'm going to be talking about my favorite of his skins, my favorite of his highlight intros, and 6 other aspects of his abilities, character, and things like that. So, without further ado, here's my Baptiste Crazy 8. First, I want to talk about my favorite emote from Baptiste. It's the one called Come At Me. Baptiste casually does a popping his neck sort of motion, lifts his arms, and confidently is like... He just doesn't care. He has earned this confidence, though, by being a survivor through the Omna Crisis and other tragedies, as well as surviving Talon, not only in the missions he was sent on, but also in leaving Talon. He cannot be stopped. Not by you, not by Talon. He's going to do what he wants. So, come at me. Your mistake. I next want to talk about my favorite of his victory poses, and this one is the Peace Out emote, that I like because I think it builds on the character of his emotes that we just talked about, the Come At Me. It gives him a carefree attitude where he's like, yeah, I'm confident, we just won, take that, and I'm chill about it. Overwatch and Blizzard have taken great care in allowing customization to your heroes, with you getting to choose voice lines, skins, highlight intros. And the highlight intros are one of my favorite parts of this customization. They are masterful pieces of animation that shows the character's abilities and personalities pretty well. And I think one that exemplifies Baptiste very well is his safe zone, where he does a combat roll, stands up and throws his immortality field, and then kind of walks towards his enemies, shooting at them. And I think this really builds on his character of being a soldier and on his confidence. And really, just builds on his abilities, and shows him off very well. Blizzard has also taken great care in creating maps for Overwatch, generally well balanced and fun to play on, fun to maneuver around. And even though 2CP isn't my favorite play mode, it does contain some of my favorite maps. And I think my favorite map to play Baptiste on is Volskaya Industry. Baptiste doesn't have very fast horizontal mobility. He really just has his walking speed. However, he does have great vertical mobility, being able to jump high heights with his, I don't know what they're called actually, but jumping boots. Anyway, but Baptiste has great vertical mobility, and Volskaya Industries really allows you to use that to get vantage points on enemies, to heal your teammates better, to see where to throw your immortality field, and even if you're good at it, it helps with shot calling. The biggest downside is that the map also works fairly well for Widowmaker in a lot of areas, but with your ability to maneuver around vertically, as well as heal your teammates, throw immortality field, and just get a great amount of information with the verticality and a great amount of safety, being able to disengage with enemies much more easily and consistently, Volskaya Industries is a great field for Baptiste. Going along with my favorite map to play Baptiste on is my favorite character to team up with as Baptiste, and it's actually Ana, which initially was a little bit of a surprise. I'm not the greatest Ana or Baptiste, but when breaking down their abilities and their roles in the team, I actually find it to be a very great matchup. Because Ana has her healing grenade, which both heals allies, but it temporarily increases the healing they receive. That greatly boosts the sustain that both Ana gives to a team, as well as the sustain that Baptiste gives. Also, Baptiste's mobility allows him to get to great vantage points to overlook his team, including Ana, where he can provide cover fire, healing to Ana, and immortality field. And this all helps Ana a ton because of her lack of mobility. She also has the ability to heal Baptiste and potentially sleep dart enemies that try to dive Baptiste, allowing him to escape, defeat the enemy, or just survive long enough to help the team conquer the point or get back to the team, regroup. And Ana and his own potential is almost doubled with his amplification matrix, boosting Ana's healing from like 60 to 120 per shot temporarily while the defense amplification matrix is up. And I just think that they mesh really well with their abilities and roles as the team. Part of what makes Overwatch so much fun is the unique abilities held by the different characters. They all have offensive abilities, a lot of them have mobility or defense abilities, but the different movesets between the characters is what makes each character to play and each team fun to play. And so my favorite ability for Baptiste is his immortality field. Honestly, I was including his ultimate in this abilities list, but the immortality field still beat out his amplification matrix. He does have a great ultimate and it's fun to use, but his defense matrix is much more aligned with his support character aspects, I think. It helps create the sustain his team needs. It helps give him the time he needs to heal his allies, and allows his teammates to more confidently take down their enemies for a few moments. And I think the biggest part of this is the ability to sustain through enemy ultimates. The amplification matrix can help with this sustain because it doubles healing that goes through it, but it doesn't inherently save your teammate's life. If Ana's shooting through your amplification matrix and doing 120 healing per shot, she is still going to be out DPS'd by most offensive ultimates, like Pharah's Barrage, I'm pretty sure Dragon Strike from Hanzo, Genji's Dragon Blades, and definitely burst damage ultimates like Diva's Nuke or Junkrat's Riptide. But these ultimates are largely countered or entirely countered by the immortality field. Lastly, we have my favorite skin and my favorite voice line from Baptiste. And my favorite voice line is the one called Appreciation. In my head, I just imagine Baptiste quietly mocking Genji for his memes as he tops off his team, and they go off to be slaughtered again, silently, without thanking him, and Baptiste is just like, "Thanks for the healing." "Oh, you're welcome." The sass! Like, to be honest though, to be fair to Baptiste, thank your healers once in a while. Don't do it every time they top you off. It's their job to do it, but you can still thank someone for doing their job and keeping you alive occasionally. And my favorite skin for Baptiste is his pirate skin. Honestly, a skin that the world of One Piece would be envious of. It makes Baptiste look very cool and gives him a very seafaring-worthy outfit. But one of my favorite parts of this skin is how it can go along well with skins from Junkrat and Roadhog, who also have pirate-like skins. And calling it now, Blizzard's just trying to make a pirate crew meta. We got Junkrat and Torbjorn as DPS, Roadhog as tank, and Now we have Baptiste as healer. Pretty sure Anna or Brigitte have a pirate skin too. So, calling it now, not really. Fun cheese comp though, right? Thank you for watching my Crazy 8 on Baptiste in Overwatch. He really is a great character, and Overwatch is an amazing game. If you like this video, please hit the like button, as well as subscribe and ring the bell. Go and leave your Crazy 8 on Baptiste in the comments down below, and yeah, that's everything for this video. Again, I'm here to post on Mondays and Thursdays, and so I will see you on Monday for the next video. And so, until next video, this is Christian of 5A Dragon, signing out.